Maganda gabi sa inyo lahat. Kamusta everybody? Welcome Sunday night live the graveyard shift. Welcome everybody. Welcome. How are we all? Haven't done much that. Just got my miniatures, and you know what? I think Daddy's thrown away some of his miniatures. That might go away. Um, some the Boer War. When about this big? I'll show you one day. I painted Civil War miniatures. They're this big, and French Indian Wars, which are a little bit bigger, makes it easier to paint. Um, but I think I've thrown. I'm not sure. I'm not sure whether they're out in the garage, but I think I might have thrown them away a couple of weeks ago, which is a bit of a spew because I was looking for them today to put in with my um, other miniatures I've got in the cabinet, plus the CSS Alabama, which is a Confederate ship built, I think, around about the early 1800s. It's a steam packet, um, which has the pedal steamers wheels on both sides, as well as being a like a tall ship sailed through the seas with the paddle. They used the paddles. They were built basically to take cargo, and they were built also as like a dual um, sail, and if in calm waters and there was no wind about, they used to use the paddles, which were built on both sides. And the Confederates built them to make it easier to go up and down around the coastline from Texas, around to Charleston and up to um, South Carolina, and that during the uh, American Civil War. So I've got that in there. That's another video for another day. I'll get done. Gonna have fun doing that because it's got glass, so the reflection will probably take my face, but as well. So what I might do is take it from a distance on an angle and zoom in and see how it comes up. But I built that ship probably a good 5, 6, probably 15 years ago. Plastic model of the CSS Alabama. And I had fun building it. I love those sort of things. I love the tall ships. They were magnificent in that era. I had one on the back of my panel van when I was showing that. It was the Cubby Sark. I had actually the model of the Cubby Sark, but something happened to it. Silly Daddy was taking it off the shelf one day, lost balance, dropped the ship, and landed right in the middle of it with my foot, destroying it completely. So Daddy had to go and buy another one, and I bought the CSS Alabama. I happened to be there at Hearn's Hobbies in the city in, let's see, not Swanston Street, Elizabeth Street. It was down a little bit off Elizabeth Street. So That's where I brought all my plastic models, Rebel and that, and they were good back in those days. They were good to play and paint and get them looking good. And then I started doing miniatures. Um, I had a big war board of the American Civil War, and it had all the Confederate and Union Army, and basically I had the what was it, Texas, South Carolina, North Carolina, Pennsylvania, and Wisconsin armies, and they're about this big. You have to use a very very fine paintbrush for those ones, for these ones. And I had even doing the uniform. What I used to do, blue first, do the Union troops first, do them all blue, except for the heads and the arms, and then do their little stripes on their arms and little buttons, and try and get a beard on some of them. Also, the hats with the badge on the top. Let's try and get them right. And the horses, which were like Palominos and Appaloosa, and paint them white with the little brown spots and stuff like that, and black and white, and you know, it it was fun. It was fun to do back in those days because I never used to go out in my early teens. Um, I always was at home watching the John Wayne movies, especially Rio Grande, Rio Bravo, Horse Soldiers. I've got the videos out there in a box. Um, uh, all of these old movies I used to love watching. And they're all sitting out in the box out there in the garage, ready to be packed up for if we go move again. So if anything happened to Mum, so I left them in there. And thank you for the first like, guys. Much appreciated. And hello, number one. Come in, it's nice and cold. Hi, number two. Um, yeah, it was good. You sit down on that little tushy in the sunroom back in Shelley Street in Eastgila. This was before I met Arlo. I used to go into Hearn's Hobby every chance I got a chance on a Saturday. And I used to go to Napoleon's, which used to be in Elizabeth Street opposite St Francis Church. And I used to buy the miniatures. You buy them by the bag load. Actually, I might see when all this is over. I might see if there's another place like Napoleon's where I can buy miniatures, and because you buy them in a bag of 50, and you can buy them in a bag of 100. So I might see if I can find out where they are and repurchase some. And I threw out some paints today. They were dry. Used to use water-based paints because not so bad on the old nose. You can sit there and do them all day and you have not got an issue with them. Where you sit there with model paint and paint them, and you get the paint thinners up your nose, and the paint smell chemical because you're sitting there doing them at a very close range. And I used to paint them all up and then cut cardboard bases and put them on cardboard bases and then paint the bases green or brown, and then put a little bit of dirt and some broken trees, and then like the, I used to make my own, and sometimes I get a bit of glue, wood glue, and just sprinkle a bit of dirt around the top of it, so you then see oh, the stand that they were originally on. So yeah, it used to be really good to do. It used to be really good, and kept me occupied, and I had plenty of time, and so I built then started buying. I got two chipboard bases and started building like uh, sand dunes, and um, I based it on Fort Wagner, which is on the coast, and I think it's on the Carolina coast. I think Shaw was the Union commander at that time. Uh, hence the movie Glory, played by Matthew Broderick, and a good cast in it too. I've got that movie down there. Hello, Christopher Beach in LA, from Worcester. Yes. Well, I then went to wood glue. It was a lot less smelly, but the paint fumes of the plastic glue these days is after doing quite a bit, because I used to do it inside the sunroom back in Shelley Street near Keeler, and we had a Nana had her bedroom at the back of the house. Mum and Dad built the sunroom, and then they built another bedroom at the back with the laundry and toilet. What do you mean? Where did I go? Haven't been nowhere. I did a live stream last night. Um, if you're talking about last Monday, I wasn't feeling too good, so I didn't do a live stream Monday. My full apologies, mate. Sometimes you do have to have a bit of a breather from doing live streams. I've had to last night. Well, if you saw last night's live stream, you would understand why. Um, I can't win, man. I tell you, you do. I did I did three videos yesterday, and I put um, three soundtracks from Hot Fine Master, and I put a track by Lee Kernaghan in there, right? And when I went back to watch the video, I had a copyright breach. So I looked at that particular one, because it shows you on your YouTube channel, where you go to where you go for your videos, that it had a copyright breach there, and I was trying to, copyright breach, because I put Lee Kernaghan song, Sassafras Gap. Well, we live in Sassafras Drive here, and I thought it would be appropriate. Lo and behold, once the video I did, which is just a video with music on it, I'm trying to think of, I'll have to have a look where it is. Excuse me. I turn my phone off to let the power build up on it. I'll let that charge up. Yeah, so the song was Sassafras Gap by Lee Kernaghan, and it had Time Master on it, but it was a copyright breach because I downloaded it from my out in the garage, and it was quiet. You know how many attempts I had to do on that one? 5, because I had someone knocking on the garage all the time, wanting something, and boy, was I pissed by the end of the time I finished that one. Uh, Pissed off on me. It was all a knock, knock, knock. Hey, 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 hey. Prison's good. 3 meals a day, beautiful wife, and a lovely kid, an adorable little boy. Yeah, to find them. Oh, I gotta go to my channel, don't I? Silly me. Yeah, 3 meals a day, mate. 3 square meals. A nice comfy bed. I'm enjoying it so far. Actually, the reason why I'm enjoying it, Chris, is because I'm not letting it get to me. Um, Basically, just uh, I'll give you the name of the video. Hang on a sec. Oh, CJ buried mummy under the cushions. And it's got slash slash Snowy taking her for a bath up to. Um, oh, I want some rain. We had some last night, mate. Love some more though for the garden. Our garden, mate. No shit. The water just sits on top and then sinks. Just goes straight through. Yeah, CJ buried mummy under the cushions 20 hours ago and only 2 views on it. So if you get a chance, Chris, can you take a look at it and get these numbers up on those videos? Sundays, I'm finding if you do a video on a Saturday or a Friday night, I did 3 yesterday. Walk with my son. Yeah, walk with my boy CJ and walk about the back of our area, taking Snowy to the dog park. So, but the other one was CJ buried mummy in the cushions, and that one's just got music on it. There's no talk. You don't hear me talk. Joke, joke, joke. So that must have got in there. It was a good video, but I had, as I said, Lee Kernaghan, and I went back to check on it on this last night, Chris, and it had copyright. I went to the YouTube studio. Then I went to videos to check on my 3 videos because the last 2 I had, or last 3 I had, which I uploaded from Kindmaster, someone said that they were theirs. So if you get the chance to see last night's live stream, yeah, took the dog to the doggy bar. If you take a look at last night's live stream, that'll tell you why I was a little bit annoyed with these 2 people that can't get off their little tail. Anyway, I don't want to go back there, but they put a copyright on my video, on 2 of my videos saying that they were me, and I basically turned around and said, "This ugly mud, I'm Scott Expat in the Philippines, and there's only one of Arlene, and there's only one of CJ, and who's got a dog like Snowy? Me, with one green eye and one brown eye. Come on." No, I said, get off your tails and Do your own videos for crying out loud and stop copyright. Stop trying to put a copyright breach on mine. And I said, by the way, I've got a disclaimer on the videos as well. So uh, I wasn't too happy last night. So I'm all right. I know you have a CJ, but you don't copyright my videos. And if you did, I think we would be a little bit thing. But your son's older than mine. Mine's only three 3 year old, and he loves having fun, and he enjoys being with mummy. He buried mum in the pillows, would you believe, Christopher, on the couch just out here. That was before we went to the dog park, but I don't know what I did with that because it had voice on it, and I think I must have muted the whole thing and then put. Yeah, we're only allowed about exercise for about an hour a day. Can only walk 5k. Well, it's not 5k into Sunbury, which is good. I can go into Sunbury and pick up, but we can only do like our necessities once a week, like shopping. What else? A few other little things too that we can't do. But in saying that, sorry if I spoke too loud there. My apologies. We were told that if you feel under the weather, you don't feel too good, ring the doctors and get tested. Well, I've been feeling all right. I'm type 2 diabetic. The only time my blood temperature goes up is if I have too much sugar. But it's been pretty good actually the last couple of weeks. I may say so. Also, if your blood temperature's high, because sometimes sugar diabetes can push it up, as well as drinking too much soft drink, having too much cup of teas and coffees with milk and sugar, can sort of put it up a little bit more than what you want. So to alleviate having too much sugar in your coffee, don't put sugar in there at all, and don't drink milk. There's milk that's got 5% sugar in it as well, would you believe? Like, do they really need to put sugar in milk? There's sugar in grass. Oh, I don't know, mate. I haven't, to be honest, Chris, I have not watched him for about a week. So I've had a vacation from Dan the man. I saw he was on today, and I just said, oh, "Excuse me, Dan, I've got to go out the garage. I've got some things to do." So I was outside in the garage today putting my miniatures in, but I think I've thrown. I'm missing a cane basket with some big rocks in it and some Zulu Indians on it. If you find them, they're mine. Up the tip I'm talking about. I think I threw them out thinking that they were something else, and I didn't know whether I was going to need it, and I threw the basket away as well. Shame on me. But I can pay probably $15 after all this crap's over and go to a place like Napoleon's bookshop that sell miniatures, war miniatures. Uh, Just like how I put it, war gamers and stuff like that, bit like that. 210 dead in Victoria, right? It's not good to jump today, apparently. Mum was telling me. She was watching the news for her. Well, you too, mate. She can't go very far. You know what? You know what? You know what I love about mums? Oh, we should be doing this and we should be doing that. And we need to get this done. And today I got, haven't you put the oh, weed killer down on the ground outside? And I've gone, oh, shit, Mum, I'm trying to do one job at a time. Trying that loud, you know. She's in there filing stuff, putting things in her files, and I'm sitting there trying to do something. Put my miniatures back in the cabinet. I had to move my ship out that it says it's Alabama. Put it on the box, and yeah, you're right there. I'll agree with you on that one. I don't really personally like him. I think he's weak. I feel sorry for him, but I think he's weak. Um, just doesn't look like a strong man, really, to be doing that type of job. He doesn't look too well either today. He hasn't looked too well for the last couple of days, actually. But yeah, I had to pull the CSS Alabama out of the glass cabinet very gently and place it on the box. Hey, Maluz, 1963. Hello. Say hello to Christopher Beecham. Christopher Beecham. Maluz, 1963. Hey, so I had to pull it out of the glass cabinet very gently, mind you. It does need dusting. It's been sitting in there since my main thing was I hope that the plasterer didn't have to move those wall units, but I moved them myself very gently so I could put the plaster up in the roof, and it's all fixed. And I've got two cars in the garage. Yay! So that mum's car's not outside anymore in the night. Well, it was last night, but Daddy got a bit tired. Can you bother? Yeah, what they say about him here. Yeah, I could quite imagine. Um, you know, Victor, take care, my friend. Mate, I am enjoying prison life very, very, very good. I see, Christopher and Maluz, that last, what was it, Thursday night? A big stream of traffic going up to the border in New South Wales. They're going up to Queensland. So it's going to be interesting to see if they got over into New South Wales, for one. And number two, going to be very, very, because there's trucks, boats, four-wheel drives with boats, four-wheel drives with caravans, cars with caravans. They were taking everything up to Queensland. And I reckon it's people who've got money, because they're the only ones that, maybe they got house and land up there in Queensland already, and they just have to come down to Melbourne and pick up their boats and their caravans and whisk them straight back up the border. But what a time to do that. Alchemist one of the solutions. Yeah, well, that's true. They're hoping someone's going to come up with a vaccine soon. You know what I reckon? If Australia has a vaccine, give it to all the Australians first before, and then Philippines, and then worry about America later. Maybe wait till later on. We'll get everyone fixed up here first and look after our own before we look after Trump. Because let me tell you, Trump gets the vaccination. Thing out vaccines for him. Do you think he's going to pass them down to Australia straight away? No. Yeah, bloody. Um, but my Lewis, to answer your question, prison life is pretty good. Get 3 square meals a day, same as what you would in prison. Exercise, an hour a day. I didn't today, I was out in the garage. I've got a bit of exercise, getting up and down, up and down. Snowy was out running around because I took her a bath yesterday. CJ came out for a while. We had lunch outside with Mum, ran, and Snowy had a bit of my biscuit with cheese on it because she loves cheese. But she also loves chips. Thank you, my lords. My heart's with you too, mate. And hopefully you don't get too many Victorians crossing the border of Queensland up there and New South Wales. You have a lot of ugly politicians in Victoria, Scott. Pretty well much. They're not good looking by any stretch of the imagination, are they? They're as ugly as all hell, I tell you. I've got me 2 Confederate flags up, which pissed the neighbour off. Oh, yeah, got some more info too on that. Luke got another 2, the one that did the plaster in the garage, got another 2 tickets. He's contesting in the court. I reckon good luck because it's going to take him 6 weeks before it goes to court. And you know what? I think he would have been better paying the fine. We still might have a good night's sleep, my Lewis, and take care. And we wish you all the best, mate. And look after yourself. Keep safe, brother. It's not good out there at the moment down here either. But you know, we're still debating. He asked me the other day if he can come and hey, Kananga, ¿cómo está? I'm like, well, no, you're not, Melissa. Guapo like me and Christopher Benjamin, Kananga. We're all guapo. Only politicians are ugly, like Scott Morrison and Dan the Man. But yeah, he Christopher and Ken, he got another 2 fines the other day. He's contesting them. No worries, I will, mate. You too, my Lewis, 1963. Look after yourself. Make sure personal hygiene, wash face, wear mask. Yeah, look after yourself, brother. Look after your family too. They're the most important thing in your life. Good night, mate. Yeah, Luke, he another 2 fines. It's because of that cake all across the road there, I reckon. But Mum said to me, you haven't got proof. And I said, well, when, I just basically turned around and I said to Luke like this, I said, we'll go over the roadway. We're going to seal in, not to make it too obvious. And Luke sort of put his head down and looked over the road and yep, he's looking straight in here. So I think the Keiko or asshole across the road put him in with the fines and said that his car, I don't know how you can't, like, if you've got a pair of binoculars, surely you'd be able to see the car's a fair way away from the footpath. Honestly. And people that have walked past have not complained in this area because they don't. They would come up to you and say, "Could you ask your builder to move the car back?" Obligingly, will. I think on the film, I've got to check the film. Luke's going to take the court and see if he can get the fines revoked. It might cost him a little bit more. Who knows if he wins or loses? Um, I can only write something, but if I told them he over the road suffered war neurosis and his daughter was back here picking up her daughter back in October last year, because that's when it all started, just after that, it would get all messy. And I think, yeah, well, all I had was the plaster done in the roof, the garage. And we would, me and Luke were just talking outside, and I was looking around to see how he was doing the plaster and all the joints and stuff like that in the garage. And I said to Luke, I just turned around and I looked up the back end of this way of the garage. And I said to him, I said, have a look over the roadway. And Luke's just going like this. Oh, yeah. So I think in doing that, I think, because he was standing plain, I should have taken it. He was standing plain in front of the glass window looking dead straight up our driveway. So what do I do there? The only thing I do there, mate, is if anything happens to Mum, God bless her heart and God bless her soul, nothing happens to her. Is that we put this house up for auction and get these for sale and move on. His wife's in her 80s, mate, and she's German, Austrian. They come from Austria, and he suffers from war neurosis because you know what happened in Austria back during the Second World War. I came in there and and quite a lot of Jews were killed and stuff like that. Austria didn't want to be part of Germany, and uh, whole thing goes on. But he actually, him across the road, used to live in East Keeler where we lived for a while, and then they moved up here. But no, in my luck that we moved across the road from him, moved here across the road from him. He suffered a mental breakdown, uh, got off his tablets, which helped war neurosis or something like that, keep him stable. Well, he stopped taking the tablets, and he's not going to get back on them again, stuff like that. Poor Net's son across the road, next door to them, so their son parked his car just in front of his place. He came out and he threw a stick at the car and he banged up and down the fence with a stick. And that happened last year. And I had a pair of cow horns. Now the cow horns, I had them bolted to the garage door, the side garage door. Gone. So do you think I was happy? Uh, they were given to me as a birthday present from my auntie, and now they're gone. Saying that the Germans, they love Hitler. only after the war did they all hate him. Yes, they did, mate, and I agree with you there, 100%. He's certainly lost it, and all he does is spend his time looking at it. The other day, we went shopping, about 2 weeks ago, we went shopping, and we came back, and here they were sitting, and they got like a little sort of like that little enclosed cement. I had their chairs, and I was sitting there like this. He was just looking at everything passing by, and I thought, he had the biggest smile on his face. I swear I wish I had gone over and said something, but I've got no proof that he did put Luke in. But there was no ticket, no parking ranger within miles of the house. And if they did come, they would have walked up the driveway and asked Luke to move his car back a bit more. No one complained in the street. No one walked past and around. I asked the neighbour across this way if he, excuse me, I asked the neighbour across this side if um, he had to walk around the car, and he said he didn't. He said he quite remembered that he walked straight across the footpath with no problems. Luke's car might have been about that far, that far off the drive, like the bumper bars here and the end of the driveway here. So that was the first day. Second day, his car was here and the driveway's here. Third day, back there. I think the first day he came just to check. He might have had the car over a little bit, but he was only there for 5 minutes. I said I might around and watch the world go by. Look, mate, I would do the same. I wouldn't complain. I'd just sit there with a cup of tea and just have a look and see what's going on. Mate, I tell you what, I'd get pretty bored here because if I showed you a video of our street during the course of the day, you would probably have 5 people go for an exercise with walk for a walk with their dog during the course of the day. Or a jogger, 2 joggers running up the street. How did they get away without face masks? OMG. Shit. Did the government let that one loose? You're allowed to exercise without a face mask because it can, you're breathing. Like, yeah, okay, but I don't think so. Can't you walk? You know, do you have to run? I reckon walking's better for you anyway than running. So, you know. But anyway, by the way, we'll get off that subject. This is getting a bit boring. There's your lovely dear wife, Christopher. And how's things going up there in Queens, in New South Wales? I see we lost on the weekend. Footscray lost. Essendon lost. How's it all the good teams lose, Victorian teams lose? Carlton, did they lose? Yeah, we do too. We have a wrought iron chair and table, and I just sit there and I'll have a cup of coffee. I might do that tomorrow. Have a cup of coffee and just sit out on the porch and see what's going on. Can you excuse me for a second, Chris? Back in a minute. Got a bit of a lolly jar. Yeah, in New South Wales, you've got it under control. The wife and son are both happy. Oh, that's good. That's great. Yeah, once all this is finished, I see they were thinking of putting people back in that, excuse me, nursing home that had the bug uh, earlier. Oh, I've had plenty of it today, I can tell you, mate. Um, I only, I'm not going to use that excuse. I only have it to wet me more. Hey, look who's here! Christopher Beecham, my beautiful wife, Arlene. Come say hello.
Hello.
It's Christopher Beecham.
Hi, Beecham Christopher, and
My Lord's 1963. Gone to bed. She's going to sleep. Going to log. You know, baby. I know sugar will make me fat. Probably had too much today. I had two of my brother's two nephews, two sons, gave me thank you, Ken. I didn't know you said much appreciated, mate. Thank you very much. And you're on my shout out video, which is coming along. Okay, I've just got to go through it and check who I've got there, and as well as Christopher Beecham, Malures 1963, Tropical Tim in the Philippines, Tim Zodiac. Everyone's on it. There's no first, no second. They're all equal. It's good. Your wife makes you look good. Oh, thank you. Mm. Yeah, she is good. I'll pour that in a glass. Makes too much noise. Thank you, Christopher and Ken. Much appreciated. Yeah, so I might do that tomorrow. I might go and have that coffee outside while um, get up. CJ got up early this morning. Didn't go down for sleep until about 3 and didn't wake up until about 6, just before dinner. So he's still alive by the moment. But I think Mummy's going to put him to bed in his bed, and I'll sleep alone. Yeah. Yeah, so do I, mate. So, the other thing we have a problem at the moment, me and Arlene, is that my mum's 82 and she needs to go into aged care when we go over to Philippines. Not aged care, into um, things that put them in. Rest home. I can't wait till the crap is over so I can travel again to see Maureen. How is Maureen, Ken? Give her my regards. I'm trying to get around to everyone, guys. It's Arlene. I'll take Mum with her. She's 82, mate. She can't handle the heat. The hot weather would kill her, and my brother would kill me. Um, she could stay in a hotel with the air conditioning on, but wouldn't be much of a holiday for my mum, being at 82. She doesn't like the hot weather either, which doesn't help. Um, she's See, I love the hot weather. Oh, I'm opposite. I love the hot weather, but mum hates the hot weather. That's good, Ken. That is great to hear. You know what? My brother would let her go into our aged care facility for a while we were over there because he's got steps. And you know the stupid thing is, this house here has got only one step out the front, one step out the back, and Mum hasn't been out the back unless she takes a trolley out there. And I've got to be out the back to hold the trolley so she can't lose her grip and fall. And it's a sort of steep step, and you can't ramp it because from there it's just like a slight grade down to the back, and if she loses control, she could go straight to the garden bed. Um, the front is only well that much of a step for her, which is okay. Um, but I reckon he could come here and look after her and leave the boys around there, but he don't want to do that. My brother's a selfish freak. Um, he would look after himself before he looked after him. And like this what I'm in now at the moment is half mine, half his. So if we sold it, we Christopher, it's not as easy as that shed. kidney failure uh, 2 years ago, and she was coming out of the out of the doctor's. Uh, Here I go again, pointing and missing where I'm pointing. Um, there's a healthcare medical centre over this way, and my brother took her over there. Um, Not on, probably a year after. She was only going over to see the doctor about something. They came out, she collapsed, getting into the car. I'm not sure whether it was around that summer. I think it was around about this August, September that it happened, and she just collapsed. She can hardly walk on her feet. The kidneys, imagine a volcano, like the heat in your legs. It goes up and down like that, and it's like crashing into each other. You know, it's like a volcano in your body. And the other night, which we're a little bit road now, me and my brother, um, is that it was going up from her feet to her knees, um, but now it's going past the knees and hitting up here more. So it's not. I find that if she did, I don't think she'd be. Well, me and Arlene are both said that we get we'd sell Mum's car and get a car that can be wheelchair thing, and we could take her with us when we go out. No, no, I don't want. 82-year-old people like that. Arlene's lovely lady, and she used to walk around with one of those smokes, light it, and just keep it around. I wish I could hire a nurse if it was under the government. It'd be a lot easier too. I'm not finding excuses, Chris, but we've asked her if she wants to come out with us, go places, before all this started. And it's like, I'm thinking, thank you very much. We are trying to help you out, trying to get you out of the four walls of the house. And it's like, oh, and I bet you your mother is a sprightly, lovely lady. I bet you she is really good, and you have no issues, which is great. But my father was, my father was 98, and 3 years to go. He always kidded around and joked with me and my brother. I've got 3 years to go before I get the letter from the Queen. I did serve with the Australian Navy up in the Mediterranean and the Coral and the Pacific up around Leyte when the Japs were trying to get into the Philippines, Bantayan Island and all that. Years ago, they helped the Marines get on the shores of, yeah, around Bantayan Island and all that, all the uninhibited islands of the Philippines. Keep the Japs away, hand in the coastline there in around the Philippines, just to get the Americans onto the beaches. and I think they ended up serving around the Philippines until the war was over, which was good. He did serve in the Coral, which is up around Queensland, top there. Um, I think near New Guinea and that for a while before the war finished. He was on the Australia, the Runter, and he was on a couple of other warships. Uh, Sydney before it went down. Sorry, my mum's got all her faculties, only that she just finding it hard to walk, mate. I'll tell you what, it's very hard. It gets worse as it goes along. Yeah, I wish there was a cure, and I wish they knew what Alzheimer's was. We, I think you might have seen the thing I did on the asylum up here in Sunbury. Well, that was for patients with Alzheimer's and dementia, as well as psychiatric up there, and they've since closed it down there. Most of all those people with those health issues now go into private homes and hospitals, and you know, I feel for you, buddy. I really feel for you because I know what you would be going through. Because when they start losing that they don't know you anymore, that's when it gets hard in the chest to you know take, because you've known them since your baby, brought up and everything like that by your mum, and if they loved you and cared for you ever since you were little and all, like I said, darling, we haven't got a house. I haven't got the money for a house. I wouldn't buy a house here in this country. Never ever would buy a house in this country. I find it hard to work sometimes, and hard to get along. Yeah, well, with kidney failure, kidneys break down and stuff like that. It's not good. And mum's, look, mate, just what I tell you, everybody out there, I'm going to tell you this. I'm suffering pain inside just watching her every day. I keep telling her, that she's okay. She's going to be okay. You know? So I won't put her in a home, mate. There's no way I'm going to put her in a home. After seeing what they do now, after what's been going on with this thing, like that other, not in Melbourne, prison cells. Yeah, look, it's, you're 100% right, Christopher. They they are prison cells because they get left to care for themselves, and they can't, especially with Alzheimer's. They can't, mate. It's hard. It's so hard. It brings yourself to tears, And as I said, with what's going on with COVID, this one that they've had all that um, problem with, you know, the person who owns that property. Look, I'll put it this way. I'll explain to everybody. So, Yeah, well, I agree, Ken, it is. But here in this country, it's expensive. They want, if your mum owns her own home, right, and say that home is valued at 600,000, they will take that 600,000 and put it in there. But you think they're going to give us stuff once they've got our money? Well, they will for the first couple of weeks. Just go in, oh, yeah, then after, how's mum? Oh, she's all right. And that's just one of the places here, Ken and Christopher. It's just one of the places here. It, it's not one, it's a whole lot of them here. They lose contact with you. The staff are good. The staff are good. It's the person who owns the place. The guy who built all the buildings. We had a problem with my auntie's place over in Keilor, right? I had to replace the slate tiles on the roof. I had to replace the bathroom. And what they do is, okay, they sell your house. If you have to sell, or you say you've got a house, I've got a house, or I've got a house with me and my wife, and we weren't living in here, and this was mum's house. Well, they make you sell the house, and the money goes to her being looked after, right? It doesn't mean 100% they're going to look after her. They probably will for a little while, but then they have her there, but she's got the luxury of a TV, she's got the luxury thing, and she's got her own house. Oh, that's good. That's good, Christopher. Well, see, Ken, I look after my mum here in this house with CJ. She has a cleaner coming this Tuesday, cleans that part of the house out there. Tomorrow morning, I clean in here, our bedroom. I do our side of the house because we got like a little sliding door there and it goes into the kitchen. Then you got the lounge room there. The laundry's just here, and mum's room's down the hall, out and down the hall. And then we've got another bedroom across the road, which is a hall, uh, uh, a spare room, and then we've got a little sitting area where she can sit with a leather couch and two other couches, which I'm frightened it's not even going to put a floor in. Yeah, well, I totally agree with you there too, Christopher, on that. And the food, oh, the food there is so not good. Like when they first opened all these, especially the one where my auntie is in Keilor Village, down in Taylor's Road and Sunshine. They had problems with the slate roof. They had to replace every building that they built with new slate on the roof. Then they had to do something else, and then they had to do this. But mind you, she had her own house. Her daughters looked into that. They put her in there, right? Now, if she passes away, half they get their money back, but only they get half. So if they spend 450 and put her in there, right? They will probably only get 250,000 between the two of them. And then what they do is they go in, they pull everything out, repaint the house, put new furniture in, put new curtains up, TV, put a new bathtub. They stripped the bathroom, they put a new bathtub in there, and they put a new toilet in there. and they paint the whole interior of the house. They put a new stove, microwave, everything becomes new again for the next person. And you and I might only see half of that. And yeah, as I said, I agree, Christopher Beecham. Old people saying is like a dog down. You know? Well, see, she could walk down to the main office, right, with her stick or a walker, which she never chooses to use. She should, and she could get on the bus and go over to Taylor's Lake Shopping Centre, which is just across the road. She doesn't have to walk too far, but she could get on the bus and they'd take her over, and she could go over there for a coffee with the. But she doesn't want to do that. She just sit in her bed, in her four walls, do the crossword, and she's suffering from Alzheimer's boost too. You know? She remembers certain things. She puts things down in a diary. It might be she'll put something down in her diary for Monday, but it might be the following Monday, not the Monday that's coming. You know. So poor auntie is doing it hard down there, but she's even got muddled up because her daughter's going to pick her up, I think tomorrow or Tuesday, and the other daughter that lives up here in Sunbury, she's a school teacher. She's going to go and pick her up and take her to her place, which is over here in Sunbury. And her son lives in Melton, and he came over to see Auntie Ned the other day. Well, see, by law, mm, 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 he lives in Melton. She lives in Sunbury. He shouldn't even be nowhere near her because he needs to wear a face mask. So he was over here, but to me, in one way, she had the chance of having a bungalow put on the back of Charmaine's house, her daughter's house, the one that lives up here. The other one lives in Carlton. They drive half an hour over to Taylor's Lakes with her husband. And they share time with her. She might do one week, the other one will do the other week. But my cousin Carlton, their house is not built for an elderly person. They've got stairs. Kids' rooms are up the top. There is a room down the bottom. A bathroom and shower aren't really grandma friendly, if you know where I'm coming from. I think the bath's one of those ones where I've got to step up and into. It's it's not a friendly house, but Charmaine's is because it's flat. Easier for the walk around at the back. But only out onto the veranda and not up to the backyard. Because the backyard goes up a little, well, a bit like that. See, with Mum, she can go out here with a wheelie walker, no problem. You can go out front, okay, no problem. Got the back door here with the laundry. Looks like a big step down just like that. And it's me personally, if I was to spend money on this house, I think I'd have the concrete at the back. You know where you see Snowy Kennel and all that? There, not so much, but back away further and towards the bay view windows down to the gate here, where I built the gate. I pull all that out and I pull all the concrete out, rip it all up, and I put fill it with soil again. Because the only way you can do it is you've got to pull that side fence down where all the plants are. Fill it up and deck it, the whole lot, from the corner, probably actually from the corner outside the back door. I deck all that around to the gate, and probably put a ramp down it into the backyard so I can get the mower out there and have it ramped up here and just wheel the mower across, which would be good in one way. But you defeat your purpose of having that deck, because the decking will get a lot of weather between the two patios, one here and one there. We paid, I think, when we came here, 700,000 for this house. I think just a question mark there. I think it was around about, probably might have been about 600,000 we paid for this house. Between me and my brother, if we were to do this, we would probably rip the concrete up again. The front porch needs a new pole, because Lord knows why he put it right at the bottom where you get water. So it needs to be cut and a stirrup put in place there. To answer your question now, not really. You can. I think the average house around here is between 600,000 and probably close to 300,000. But the rents on houses are expensive. You're paying like 398 for a 3-bedroom house if you're renting. If you've got a big family, that's okay. But if they move out, you're left with a 3-bedroom house, and you're paying twice as much rent for what you would be. You got to look at food and everything like that. I think rents are going up too much. I think people should be average paying, if they're working, should be paying around about, say, the average worker works in a factory and is getting, say, 700 a week. He should be paying around about probably 200 for rent. That's if both parties work. For us to buy a house now, if we were to sell this, we would have to go further afield have to go up around Riddles Creek, Romsey, uh, Lansfield, uh, probably Wood End. What, $338 for rent? That would be about correct here too. Um, Rent's so cheap. Oh, any strip on the imagination. I don't remember when I was 18 and my friends lived there at Clayton, in the southeastern suburbs. They wanted, for a dingy little flat, they wanted 250 a week. And I wasn't even getting that much. Yeah, around about 380, I think, a fortnight we pay for a rent in a flat now. My mate Colin, before he passed away, he was paying close to 240 where he was in Airport West. That's one suburb back from Eastfield. That was in a hollow area. The heating and air conditioning on that place had no air conditioning, just had a heating. The heating on that place cost nearly oh, close to probably 100 a week on that house, on that little flat down there. That was only a 3 bedroom, 2 bedroom flat with a laundry and brick veneer and not really good. I felt sorry for Marissa when she came out here. That's his wife. He's since passed. He passed away, would you believe, 2 weeks before my father passed away. Actually, probably 3 weeks. 2.5 weeks before my father passed away. Colin. He's a good bloke too. Had a rough life. Came from New Zealand. All New Zealanders here, New Zealand, all have a rough life. Especially when they come out here, because they're not Australian citizens. Australia doesn't class them as an Australian citizen. Because they're New Zealanders and they live further away from it. Which is pretty poor, really, treating your fellow man like that, because once upon a time, New Zealand was connected to Australian for many, many years ago when the dinosaurs were around and volcanic eruptions happened, pushed New Zealand out into further out to sea and down a bit from Sydney. They he had a tough life, Colin. He really did. Didn't have much work over there. He had to find work. He bought a lawnmower and had a car which he could barely afford to run. He had 3 daughters, I think. 3 daughters, and God bless them. Lovely girls. He ended up living with one towards it before he passed away. He had cancer. Um, yeah, New Zealanders can live here. But, you know, they can live here. But I think there's something about something that Australia's got with New Zealand is that they can come out and live here, they can come and work here, but being an Australian citizen, unless they apply for it, some of them don't bother because they are frightened to lose their nationality in New Zealand. My friends are prime, a good friend of mine is a prime example, um, but I won't go there. It's his personal thing, space. But Colin came out here. He couldn't get Australian citizenship. He could work out here. He was working as a cleaner at Westfield Airport West. Um, he um, would have been getting a 1,800 a fortnight, but I don't think he was getting that much because he was struggling. He really was struggling. Towards the end, he had to pack his stuff up and get out and move over to his daughter's place in over towards Ringwood there, and he ended up living with his one of his daughters. And mate, that was a timber house, and it was cold. It was cold. And I thought the flat was cold that he was living in. Marissa came out. I felt sorry for her. I really did. She lives in Tagawa. We don't have much uh, connection there anymore. Um, Basically, we lost. Unless I get onto my Facebook and look her up and say hello, how you going, and stuff like that. But I seldom, since I've been on YouTube, I seldom go back to my Facebook. I, I'll go back and say hello to my friends and family and stuff like that. But I seldom go back to. I did a couple of weeks ago. I just put a few things in. I used to play um, township and all that on Facebook with Colin, you know, because that's all we had in common. With certain things, we build build our things and help each other build our city and stuff like that. It was grouse fun. But then you Facebook got too with something and meticulous and that with some things, and you thought once you got your thing built up, you had to bring more friends in to build more stuff. Oh, I was over it. But it was good. It was good fun. It was good fun for me and Colin because we helped each other, and Marissa and Arlene played a little bit every now and then, but you lose that um, thing because it starts to get harder and harder. The more you go, the more they want you to spend and do this and do that. And Facebook had a reputation saying, well, you need to get this to get that. And you have to build up your farm all the time. And if you pick the wrong ones, it take longer to, your vegetables took longer to thing, but it was great. We had good fun then. Up until he passed away, went out and saw him. I don't know, Christopher, you and Ken, um, you like to remember people as they were, you know. Um, Emotionally, did it upset me? Yes, it did. Seeing him like he was. You know, he was like he was a tall, thin guy. He smoked, like had dare I say, cut down on me, or hey mate, you should give the fags up. But who am I? I was smoking back then before I met Army. I gave him up. Just had enough. When I went over to the Philippines, I had a packet of Peter Jacks and 30, but I couldn't smoke in the airport, so I threw them in the rubbish bin. I think someone saw one of the cleaners saw me throw them in. Oh, happy birthday to CJ. Best wishes from me, Arlene, and CJ here, of course, and Snowy. Many happy returns for your little boy, 11 years old. Wow. Geez, they grow up quick though. I look at CJ. CJ's, he, for a 3-year old, he's tall. He really is tall. His speech was, you can pick up something. Maybe because I don't spend that much time with him. But mummy speaks Tagalog and besides said why not to him. I don't speak that much English to him, so maybe that's why. But they say that because when you've got uh, a foreign, I mean another person in the place with a foreign language, it makes it harder on them to learn both English and Tagalog or precise and that. And look, quite frankly, this I'm happy because he's going to learn precise Tagalog and said why not because when we move back home, mum and dad are going to be teaching him and you're going to learn it, you know. Oh, that's all right. That's good. CJ's sort of grown out of a few of his now. I don't know why he's getting taller. There's a few we must after this we're gonna have to, you know I'll have to take Arlene up to Best and Left. That's where we buy all his clothes from. And she's savvy, mate. Filipinos, you know with your wife, she's savvy. They look at the less higher um, clothes, and Ken would probably agree too as well. They look at the less money they can spend for the value of the clothes that they buy, and it's good. You know, Olympics had some good stuff. She really does. She's so savvy with everything, and she knows what she's getting, and the clothes that she's getting is really good. You know, the price of them is not too bad, around about 5, 10, maybe sometimes 15, $20. You can argue that, you know. You go to the Philippines and you spend less than that on clothes. You know, t-shirts. I find it hard to get t-shirts over there for me. Okay. Yeah, my clothes because I'm 3 extra large, and 2 extra large over there on me is like tight. So I've got to buy some clothes when we go over, some t-shirts and stuff and that. And we've also got to buy. I've got shoes. I bought some shoes the other day, actually. You might like these, Chris. They're like a runner. Yeah, exactly. In 6 months, they grow out of them pretty quickly. That's like a runner. It's got a good, decent soul on it. Ah, yeah. Look, mate, I'm happy. I'll say it. I've got a bit of a belly on it. I'm eating too much lollies and too much, uh, having too much. Like, I was doing well too before all this came along. Maybe I should. There's no reason for me to step up the mark and start walking again and drinking one coffee a day. And I've been drinking tea though, which is good because um, I never used to be able to drink tea, but I have two tea bags now, white and two sugar. So I'll slowly cut sugar out and just have one sugar and um, white and uh, two tea bags. These, I picked these up at Kmart. Hey, look, I bought my, I bought, Christopher, I'll tell you something. I hardly buy clothes for myself, and that's the truth. I hardly buy clothes for myself. When we go to the Philippines, that's when I buy t-shirts, and I'll buy four t-shirts with prints on them, and good ones, and under the uh, $20 mark, I'll spend probably about $30 just on shirts. I think when we flew over, I wore those by the these by the way. No, they're not Crocs. They're jeez, it's got a hole in the bottom already. Look at that. I'm wearing them. I walk on my back of my heels. Well, look at me. Look at something put in there. But they're not Crocs. You can, if you want to tighten them, you can do that at the back and just pull that tight. But guess how much? These tailors, I'll buy. I've got a pair of these sort out in the garage, which cost me $10 in the Philippines. These cost $19 here. They're good. They're not too bad. They're starting to wear a bit at the back of the heel. Don't know how I got a stone in the back there, but could be. But these shirts, I'll buy 10. I'll buy 10 of those. They cost about what $3 at thing the Jeans Limited, Farmer Brown. And guess where they're made? Yeah, I do. The back of my heel, I noticed. Arlene brought me these. They're like Huggies, Ugg boots. Um, I prefer the long ones, but because they keep my ankles warm. But look, walk on my, I dragged me back to my feet, I think. But I think we paid $20 for them, and we paid $20 for those. So that one's worn already. And it's got even worner with the thing. These are made. These probably made in China, yes. And the shirt's made in China. Yeah, really, when you look at these, they're like made out of bed sheet. But they're freaking warm. They are freaking warm, man. These shirts. I can walk out with the wind can go in through me, and they are warm. The kids are warm. They're like like your bed sheets, like these, with different prints and stuff. So I'll pay uh, probably $10 a shirt and buy three. I'll buy 3 or 4 of these, and I'll wear them on the plane going over to the Philippines. When I get into Manila, I take them off because they get too hot. But they're good to have on the plane because they're nice and warm, and with the air conditioning of the plane, that makes it really good. I'm going to take a toilet break. You want a toilet break, mate? I'm going to go to CR. I might get another bottle of water, and I'll be back in a minute. CJ. I can. Yeah, I'll agree with that one. Scoot must be busy tonight. It's okay. Hey, Scoot. Big shout out to Top Tim in the Philippines. Also, big shout out to Wish for Wonder. All the best. Looking forward to seeing you back home in the Philippines again. I hope you have a lovely and beautiful weather for Serena's wedding. Also, so we're all thinking of you, and wishing you all the best and for your family too as well. Over there in Texas. Uh, hope everything's well. I need a potty. I need a potty for the chair. I need to cut a hole in the chair and put a potty in there so I don't have to go anywhere. I just have to go, excuse me. You know what CJ did to me the other day? Yes, I was in, I was in the toilet standing and he's grabbed the toilet roll and he has brought it lying through here and up onto the bed. And I'm watching the toilet roll go. Things he does. Things they do as a 2-year-old, 3-year-old. I shake my head sometimes, mate. I really do. But yeah, oh, look, on Conlon, I just did not want to, you know, well, she had to for the wedding, and if if we were in better times, it would have been good for both of them. I really would, because we're in thing at the moment. Tropical Tim's still in Tondo, and Wish for Wonders in Texas and Marilla. So I wish them both all the best and lovely happiness and lots of blessings for their daughter. And I hope and wish and pray that they have good weather for the wedding. Um, he's a great bloke, Tim, and so is Arte Ray and Auntie Ray, Arte Ray. I wish them both all the best. But as for other Americans that live in the Philippines and want to head back to America, I don't know what. I can't answer that. Me personally, if if it was me and I wanted to come back here, it would be only for two things. One would be to check on my super. The other to be making sure my bank accounts. Uh, uh, he's all right. He's good. He's a good bloke. He's a top bloke. Feel like our good mate Anthony Palmer in the Philippines, which I must check up on some of his videos, well and check before I go to bed. I'll check up on their videos and have a look, see what Aussie's been up to. Been busy with the uh, video. I've got to check and make sure. I had to buy a new book, Chris, for this. To put everybody's names down. I'm at 938 at the moment. I've got to put everyone's names in that book, um, as well as check all the names on the video. On I've got to put them in there, so I've got them, and then I've got to check who I'm missing. I've got a funny feeling I'm missing a few. I know. But I like doing things the hard way. You just with you with this. I'll show you on then. Get your channel. It's not reflecting too much. Get your channels. See up top there. I go to that and I write uh, everybody's names down that are on. Do it this way, it might be easier. Everybody's names that I've got on there, I write them on a piece of paper. I was ended up buying a bigger book to do it with, and which, excuse me, oops, ended up buying one of these books, and it's not just that. Black Wolf, yeah, Black Wolf I've got on there as well. I haven't been to his channel for a little bit. I'll have to check out his channel. I've got to check out a lot of people's channels too. And that's what, once you get up to the 1,000 mark, uh, look, I love all my subscribers. I appreciate all the support and that comes with what we do on YouTube, with our channels. I go as much as I can to everybody. I'm slowly catching up there, getting back to everybody. It's not easy when you are going for the big 1K either. But whoops, see, you've got bad hands. I need to see Mum again. She's got that stuff they rub on your hands in the Philippines. I'm losing the feeling in my fingers because of being a detailer. But now I've got everybody's name. You're on there too as well, mate. William Chick got rid of Kalut. Why? Why? What happened? That's big. I wonder if William's done a story on that. William, what did you get rid of Kalut for? Did he do something wrong? I thought he was doing okay. Well, I know he did bugger up the mower again. But yeah, I've got everybody's names down here. Yours is on there, Christopher. I haven't. I'll have to one night. See, I brought this one, right, Chris, that I can number everybody's. How many I've got there, right? And which makes it easier. But as I said, there's no first, there's no second. We're all equal. But you are on here. And you are on my shout outs. Right there, buddy. Watch the blogs. He's turned stupid. Who's turned stupid? Christopher? Who's turned stupid? William can't turn stupid. He knows everything. That is big. But she must, look, Chris, she must have had a reason. And I know he buggered up the mower the last time, and poor William had to fix it up. um, which, he took so long to get it all fixed. And he's been trying to teach, oh, the looks terms there, it's probably too much um, wine. The look. Yeah, right, the first time, mate. No, right. Look, you know, William has been trying to teach that guy, and they get onto the tuba, coconut wine. They drink. Um, look, there's a time and place. My uncles aren't like that. Arlene's uncles aren't like that. We'll have coconut wine and we'll have that. Okay, I'll watch them. I'm actually, before I go to bed tonight, I usually go to Chicken Williams thing. I just haven't been on it for the last couple of weeks because I've been doing that and um, writing everybody's names in that book. That's the original, guys. That's the original one. Okay, this is the original one. I was counting down the names uh, that I had on here uh, and everybody. So that was to put onto the video. Okay, so everybody's names on here have gone onto the video. Now, sorry about that, guys. My apologies. Now, Ken, you're on here too as well, mate. If you're still there, Ken Unger, and Maureen, Michelle, and Ken are on here as well. Everybody's on here. But as I said, I've got to go through more of the video. I'll probably do that tomorrow night. Trouble is, I got my live tomorrow night, 12 o'clock Australian time, 9 o'clock Philippine time. So please join us tomorrow night again, 12 o'clock Australia time, 9 o'clock Philippine time. And I'm actually trying to look. You need to watch about 5 vlogs. Do you remember when Philip was suspended before? I'll have to go back to it. Was that earlier in the piece or was that later? I know I did remember he got this. I do remember he got suspended, but I can't remember what it was for. But hey, I tell you what, don't muck with Chick. She's bloody good, mate. I tell you, she's been good for our dear boy William. You know, he's. I put it this way, you know as well. Um, you know as well, Christopher. Oh yeah, last year. That's right. He got suspended, but I can't remember what it was for. Oh, okay. Silly boy. Silly boy. Now they're going to have to find someone to train up again. And like I thought Kalut was doing okay, but He's a bad boy for you. Don't blame him. Don't blame Chick Chick. You gotta get him, William. Give him a smack across the butt. But that's not good. No, that's not good. And you know, everything that my dear friend does for him, and he goes and does that to him. Yeah, well, you know, and anyway, we will. I will take a look at it tonight when I get on there, and we'll drop a message to William. I won't tell him. You told me, mate. Okay. Comment on you, but he, mind you, he's probably watching. But look, he he would agree with me. William would agree with me because if I'm when we start building our home in Socod in north of Cebu City, and the reason why I picked all the way up there is because I wanted to be away from the city. I mate, being a boy that lived in Williams, William gave him a second chance because he's trying to help the young kid out. But you a leopard won't change its spots if they're stealing from you. And I noticed Sammy hasn't been around Lynn and Anthony, so she's going to have to talk to Anthony about that. Yeah, I know. Uh, he would have gone to bed earlier. Was Tropical Tim on tonight? I don't think he was he? Tomorrow night, yeah? But, you know, I don't say anything bad about anybody. All my friends are good. All you guys are good. And, you know, Chick's got her reasons, and I'll give her a pat on the back for it because obviously he's done something wrong, and you give someone a second chance. You can't, you know, you just can't give them a third because they just really walk. That means they walk over you if you give them a third chance. I'll give Chick thumbs up for that. He's he's tried his heart out, William. I feel sorry for him. He's tried his heart out to give that kid a good go and a helping hand in life. And what's he done? Excuse the French, excuse the Aussie French, shit in his face. And William, I don't blame you. Good on you, mate. Give him a swift kick up the arse for me, because I would have done the same thing. Yes, exactly. And you won't give him another chance again. You know, it's one of those things. If a kid's reaching out for help, yes, help them. But if they cut their nose off to spite their face, well, hasta la vista, baby. Adios, amigos. Look, I totally agree, Chris. Uh, I think chicks handle it really well, and good on her. And good on Will for giving him a good foot up the arse. I would too. Um, he's fixed the mower, and then he's broken it. Ooh, that'll be good. Say no more. Say no more. You'll wreck it for me. But I'm really good friends with uh, Will, and I'll no doubt I'll chat. I've got him on my messenger as well. Um, so I'll have a chat with him there, and when I get a chance, um, I wouldn't give him a third chance. Fuck that. That's ridiculous. You know, he picked the mower and then he did something. He took the mower out and then he did something to it, broke it. Paul Williams back to square one again. Now he's got to fix the bloody thing. They're too kind. They paying with the maid even when they're off. Yeah, but the maid hasn't done anything. The maid's pretty good, but they've had to, I think, because of this COVID thing, and I don't know what it is. You'd think people would wear a face mask, Chris. For Christ's sake, it's not just for me, you, or anybody out there. It's for everybody. Wear the stuff and face mask. Stop being arrogant. Stop being ignorant. You say you're not going to get it. Well, I don't want it. Keep. And I wish I could remember the words that Scoop uses. But it is. I've got him personally on my messenger, uh, Christopher. And unfortunately, mate, I'll have to ask uh, Will if I can give it to you because I'm not one that does, hand over and then all of a sudden, oh, trusted him. You know what I mean? Um, so basically, but he's on the. I'll give you the name of the stud, and I think you might know it. I don't usually give people's addresses and everything out unless they say it's okay. That's what I'm saying. Because the last time I did that for someone, on a banner bowl, Homestead Deli. And I don't want to, I don't say anything bad about people. Okay, Christian. Yeah, sorry mate, I just don't give it out unless, but, like, Tropical Tim, I've got him on my messenger as well, the outcast. And you have to ask him yourself if you can, drop a line, something like that, or talk to him if you want to be friends and stuff like that. Um, it's easier to do it that way, Chris, because then I'm I'm a big thing of not giving people names out, unless they give me and it's okay that I can do it, if you know what I mean. Um, I'm not like that. I got Tropical Tim on mine. I got Auntie Ray on mine, but I had to go to their channel, so or their messengers. I'll give them a bit. I'll give them a breathing space. Uh, William's different, but other people I find are a bit, you know. So it's all good. It's all good, guys. Uh, it's just that's me. I just don't unless they okay. That's okay. It's all right, Chris. No drama. If look, I'll tell you what. I'll talk to William, and if he says I can give it to you, no drama, or I'll put it this way: when you talk to him on Tropical Team, ask if it's possible if you can be friends with him and on Messenger, and he'll. I'm I'm sure he'll give it to you. But I just don't want to. I'm just not that. It's not. I want to keep it to myself, just so that I don't give out other people's numbers, if you know what I mean. And some people can be funny about it. Some people can be okay about it. But I'm just a bit protective that way. So, oh, look, I'll tell you what. That's it there. Okay. But yeah, I'm just I know it's no problem. It's no problem. I won't make it a problem. But it's just me. I just don't give out people's things. That's how I am. But like if someone asked me, uh, if TT asked me, could I have your thing? Well, I'd have to check with you first if it was okay. That's how I work. That's how I roll. Okay. Who? Everyone who? No. There's only three of us on. Me, you, and Ken. I don't know who the third one is. Oh no, there's only two of us on. Two of you on. Ken and you. I don't know who the other one is. But I delete these. Oh no, I don't. But look, it's not a big issue. It's quick up and down, and that's it. But yeah, I'll check in and chat with him and have a look at the vlogs about Pullet. Um, but yeah, it's not bad. It's not bad. It's not bad. As I say, I don't talk bad about anyone, and you'll know that because you're all my friends. Everybody on here is my friend, and I respect you, everyone. Okay, that's the way I roll, guys, and it's better to ask the person themselves to give you their name rather than to um, go through me or whoever else. Um, That's how I find it. And yeah, he's a bit of a dickhead. He's not doing his family any favors. He's not helping his family. Like shit, man. He had a job. He had money coming in. What's he do? Excuse the French. FARK it up all the way up. So he's effed himself well and truly. And my I don't know what he got caught stealing with. What was the last one he got caught stealing? See, yeah, he stole fruit. Seriously, Colette, you really need to take a good hard look at yourself. You got a family, you got a young family by because you're a young bloke. And, I was always told that you do something wrong, best to own up about it. Oh, of course they paid him well. Will's good. He's a good bloke. He looks after his friends. But when they cut their nose off to spite their face, it makes it hard for you to respect them. And they got a lot of things. Yeah, like he now William has got to check out his whole fence line, video cameras, everything, go over everything again. And I feel sorry for him. Oh, okay. And that's the one out near the fence line, isn't it? Shaking head at him honestly. The young kid got a good young family coming on and he's getting paid well. Like, I don't know and I don't want to know how much. I'll ask Will myself how much he paid him, but yeah, that's Will's business with Bullet. It's got nothing to do with me, but well, done a good thing, mate. You get rid of bad dirt and start fresh with some new stuff. Look, mate, where we are up in SoCod, well, we've planted dwarf coconut plants around our perimeter. Um, we have a walkway through our place, and I've got to check that because when we go back up there, I've got to check the walkway. Um, Also, I've got Arlene's dad, Arlene's brother, Arlene's uncle, who are going to build our house for us. So, oh, he did fix the way. Oh, good on him. Well done, Will. But yes, I agree with you there on the jealous side of things. Uh, you don't get what you get by not putting in the hard work, if you know what I mean. The hard work comes by you have to get off your ass out at 5 o'clock in the morning and do the hard work. Um, I know when I was back home in Cebu, Mactan Island, when we were in the old house in the bar behind the airport there at Mactan Airport, I will further back into a little place called Little Mikado. Um, when I wanted to go for a shower, I used to pick up the buckets and take them out to the pump and pump the water myself. And Mum asked Abun where I was, and he told her. And she grabbed him by the ear and made him come out and think he wouldn't dare hit his mum from a pound. But we both got each other's measure there. He doesn't know how I can fight, and I don't know how he can fight. So we got each other's measure, if you know what I mean. But I respect my brother, and I respect all Arlene's family. And Mum told me off for lifting up two big heavy buckets of white buckets of water after pumping them. We'll say, well, I was used to it because it's like lukewarm when it comes out of the pump. Um, if you leave it sit there a little bit longer, it does get cold. But I love the water there. I love it coming out of that pump. Especially on a hot day, you just do not feel it. It's not like hot. It's not as cold as you think it is sometimes. It depends on where you are too, I suppose. It's very much on an island. It usually pretty well gets pretty warm. Um, the water, and it's like lukewarm, which is okay. Uh, but uh, we we're going to use Dad, Harpoon. Can't use sure about Alexis. Um, It'll be Harpoon, Dad, Uncle Dunai. That will help us build the house. We've got it. The perimeter is got dwarf coconut palms. So they will probably grow around about uh, my height, maybe a little bit higher. But I would love to put two coconut palms, two at one end of the driveway, up the top, and two down the bottom. And I have to look at the walkway because there's a walkway that walks through, and I'm not allowed to fence it off. Look, me and Upon, we get on all right. We we're good buddies, and I respect him. He's a good brother, and he, I was actually the one that told him to get off his ass and stop playing cards. Actually, I said to him, "You want money? You want money from me? I'm not giving you money, but you want money off me? You got to go out and earn it, mate. I'm teaching you a valuable lesson. You go out and earn the money, and if you want something, come see me. I'll give you a little bit, but I'm not going to give you more than what you need. So, you got to get off your ass and physically go out and get some money." This was before him and his wife passed away. Basically, because there was a little, I'm not going to go into it, she needed a swift kick up the arse herself, and I gave it to her. And I told her she's not to speak to mother like that. And did I get in the shit for it? Yes, I did. But well, mine is too. Yeah, look, Chris. Sometimes some people need to be put in their place, and the way Eileen's sister-in-law spoke to Mum, I didn't like it, and respectfully, I told her basically, you need to get out of the house, you need to get out of here. We will look after the two girls. You can take Arjun with her. So she went back to Willow. She's actually now in Malaysia. She's working. Has no hard feelings because what I said to her made her think and realise Hapon still gets to see little baby Arjun, and so do we, and so does Mum on holidays and stuff. But did, did I get involved? Yes, I got involved because I didn't want Mum being spoken to like that as she was spoken to. I said, if you're going to speak to Mum like that, you get out. Now, that was 2011, and just after our wedding. And I said, yeah, no. It's all good though, mate. It's all good. I'm gonna jump in the sack in a minute anyway, mate. Um, just let me finish off what I was gonna say. And uh, yeah, I basically just said to her, you gotta respect mum a little bit more. And if you don't respect mum, well, you can't stay here. So that meant Harpoon came and I said to him, I sat him down, I said to him, look, I know you don't understand, but mum, Eileen or AI will translate for me. Basically said she can't stay here because of the way she spoke to mum. I'm not happy with it. Okay? I'm your sister's husband and I don't like anyone speaking to mum like that. So no with me. So she can take Archie, leave you with Joey and I, right? Because they were only babies then. They were only about ah 6 and 7. But it wasn't that. I needed to get into his head that his wife can't talk to mum like that. So, anyway, she has no issues with me. She respects me for standing my ground, and she respects me for looking after the girls. Because anytime Arlene's nieces need money, who's the cash box? So I said, it's okay, no worries, happen. Gina asked me for money the other day and I wasn't too happy. And she's only a little girl. And I said to her, whoa, 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 whoa. Never ask daddy for money. Daddy will help you, yes, but don't ask daddy for money, okay? And you know what? Good go. No problem. I said, you want something? You ask. But don't ask me for money. If you want a lolly, I'll give you lollies. You want chips? I'll give you chips. Don't ask me for money. I have enough of that when I go out in the streets You go up to SM, they come up and they tap you on the leg. And my wallet's up here. I'm going to get Arlene to make a pocket inside my shirt. Maybe sew the outside of the shirt and make the pocket on the inside with the button. That way, if you need it, they can't. You know, they've got to get underneath your clothes. But ever since then, our born's been good, and uh, John and Lisa, our born's wife, I mean, okay, we're, we're all good now, which is great. Okay, matey, I finished. But that's my family, you know. I'm the cash box, so to speak. They want something, but ask. You don't ask me for money. I basically told her you need to go and get a job. If you need any little bits and pieces along the way, and you're finding it hard to get money through, well then just ask Arlene, and she will ask me, and I'll say hey or no. That's how we look after them now. It's the only way to look after them, mate. You have to keep control of your own money. You have to keep control of family. And if they want something, it's fine. We'll give it to them. We'll help them out. Yeah, I leave my wallet pretty well much in a hidden spot in the house somewhere, which we're going to look at something else for when we go away. Before you go, Christopher, this is what I brought. A bit like Terence and Beth carry, or Terence carries around. You got a zip here, and I carry my car keys in there. Mind you, I'll watch out that I don't leave it open. And this one has got pockets here. There's a pocket inside here. There's another sleeve on there, and there's another pocket inside there, and there's one. Uh, yeah, just basically one there, two. It's got three. One, two, three, four, five, six. It's got six pockets. So I pretty well much walk around with that, but I don't take my wallet. I give it to Arlene, and I carry my phone, and that. And there we hide the cash in the house somewhere. Never take it with us, and it's also got a pocket at the back. But bloody good idea with this, with the GoPro. I will buy I was going to buy a case for the GoPro, but I'm not too sure whether I will because I don't want to carry too much. I've got a camera somewhere around here. Yeah, I've got a camera. I carry the GoPro and the camera, and I with the camera, and I carry this with other stuff. So it's all good, and it makes it easier. I know it's there, but when I go out with Arlene around Cebu and stuff like that, I'll just carry my wallet. Uh, I'll get one of these farmers shirts and transfer the pocket. I'll get Arlene to sew that up there and slice the back and put it like a little button inside, probably 2 buttons inside, make it easy to open for yourself. But, yeah, so that's easy, but you never. And I'm going to tell you, like I tell Nico Gricko, if you're watching, don't carry cash on you. If you do, don't carry your card. Sorry, guys, don't carry your cards on you because you might need them if you need to go to the bank. We only draw at 10,000 pesos uh, if we go out, uh, which is 300 Australian dollars. We only draw 10,000 pesos out, and the rest we leave in the bank. We when we get home, we give mum a bit, staying home, plus for food, plus for Wilkins water, plus for the kids. We give the kids like $5, $3 each, and they can buy whatever they want. And that's about it. You know, and I'll buy half porn a packet of smokes before I go over if he starts smoking. And I might even have one with him. Just take one. I don't smoke at all, but I will have one with me, brother. But basically, never carry card on you. Keep cards hidden somewhere in the bedroom, and just we use. I'll have to ask Arlene what bank. I think we were using China Bank. We used another one too as well, Philippine Metro Bank, which we got money out, which was okay. Um, be careful when you if you get over there too, because I think they're going slowly to a cashless system. So basically, you have to use ATM wherever you go. RCBC, unless you're did your marriage thing over there in the Philippines like I did, and you've got a bank book over there for RCBC. That's who we deal with. All good there. Great bunch of people, great bank. Could only deal with them through because of our marriage. So they were the best ones we were told to deal with and had no issues with them. But anyway, mate, I'm going to say good night. Take care. See you tomorrow, hopefully. Have another good chat, chingwag, and take it easy. Oh, okay. Getting passport. Right, we'll do that. No worries. That makes it easier when you get over there too, doesn't it? I've never done it that way before. I've always done the passport on me, in a plastic folder. And when we're over there, we hide the. Oh, okay. That's another bank there too as well. Yeah, them and RCBC, we were told, were two good banks to use in the Philippines. So we'll check more about it. Anyway, mate, catch you later. Take care. Have fun. Good night, Chris Beecham. Good night, Ken Ungar, if you're still there. Good night, my Lewis, 1963. Have a nice night, guys. Catch up with you later. Take care, all. have fun. Remember, there's always light at the end of the tunnel. We'll get through this. Everything will be back to normal. Might be a little bit different, but we'll be back to normal. This has been Scott. Expect my all things. Take care. Good night. Love you all. Ahau kita. Bye for now. Ziki. Bye.